Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to me. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another day here in a beautiful, well, actually, it was a really beautiful day in the shop, of course. It was into the 80s, of course. I think 70s or 80s throughout midday, of course, when I hit to the noonish time. But everything was superb. Everything was beautiful as well. So, yeah, a lot of good things, of course, today. Also, little things to show you guys. Not that much, of course. One thing that I did not show was the Lexus photo that's been finished. So, I think that's another bad thing that happened in my way that I did not put a photo when the car has been finished. But the car went good. It fit really nice. It's very clean as well. We gave it a little car wash, mostly in the front end of the car because half of all the car was Emerald everywhere. So you can get a lot of grease and a lot of dirt in there. So I don't want to do that. So mostly, of course, we were still precautioners because it had a lot of Emerald and it's very shiny and all of that stuff. But it's really greasy when you like if you wash your cars or pretty much you're about to get ready to paint. Some cars have some armor, so you have to be very careful because it's very slippery and just greasy as well. But pretty much, I'm not talking about this car right here. So this car, of course, this was from yesterday, of course. This is a 2024 Grand Highlander. So I believe this is the higher stake of the Highlander, which is the top models of the SUVs on Toyota, I believe. And the Grand Highlander is a beautiful car. I'm just gonna say it, of course. It's a very beautiful car when I saw it. Um, Honestly, I never expected to see a car like this to be in the shop, of course. But honestly, you will see more cars brand new coming up in the shop. Not red, hopefully, but mostly like modifications, like these running boards that we installed. That's where they were here yesterday, I believe, on Tuesday. So it was a 1 day job, but it was a very beautiful vehicle. Most of course you can. It's very so it's a really big space for the driver, for the passenger as well, and for the back seats. Of course, it's a very beautiful vehicle. So it's honestly pretty cool. So mostly, of course, I drove it back into reverse so I could park it facing towards the gate. Of course, that's what we mostly do for our customers to make it easier for them to not back up and do that stuff. So we mostly just keep it in front and make it look a little bit nice, presentable. So drawing boards, of course, these were installed. Most of course, I had a QR code in the little running board box that showed the installation. So my uncle did it with, of course, with his phone. And most of course, it was a pretty tricky idea how to do it. But once we got used to it, once we saw the video, it was pretty simple enough as well. The one thing it didn't show us is how to cut out the little floor shields, the little shields that cover basically the unibody of the middle unibody of the car. So pretty much we did whatever we can. But once we saw the end of the video, they basically just cut half of the thing from where the brackets are connected to it as well. So this is the driver's side, of course, and the passenger side. It came out really well. It was pretty simple, really super simple, and pretty easy to do. It was still taking some time, of course, once we got it. But putting the running boards are pretty simple and pretty easy and simple, just like I said. But very nice vehicle. Honestly, that's a really cool vehicle as well to see in those things. But anywho, other things, of course, this is what we'll be working on throughout today as well, Wednesday, and probably these 3 days till the weekend. The weekend has arrived. This one right here. This is I believe, 93 or 94 Ford Mustang. I forgot every time when I put the VIN number. I think it's always believe a 94 or 92, 93, 94. But honestly, I'll just say the Fox Body Mustang. So you guys have been seeing this vehicle throughout in the background for not that much time. I remember I made a little video back in January when it was very cold, and I had my nose just like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, because at the time I was sick. But I did, I think, kind of explain about this vehicle, a little shop tour. But now today, of course, mostly as well when I got back into when I was entering to school, I saw this car getting basically the whole front end back into position. So pretty much the plan is we're getting this whole front end modified, easier to install for the client to have it anytime he's doing like an oil change or doing something spark plugs, any of those issues to make it simple for and make it a little bit more creative. So I think that's one thing to make it cool. It's kind of like a drag car, like those drag racing cars as well that have the fiberglass front end that have like probably like 4 to 5 pins, and you just launch those things, and it'll come the whole front end off. So that's what we're trying to make it as this one. So pretty much at the moment we're just doing that. But also why we're doing this is because we want to get the car started, running and started, and check everything works well. So we could be easier from not pushing this vehicle off from the lift, because the car's not on, and we got everything sorted out. The engine's in there, the drive shaft is in there, transmission in there, all the rear end is fine, and the front end as well. They got suspension, diff, everything is good. The one thing, of course, we are going to put just the stock mufflers that this car had before, because we don't have the little aftermarket exhaust that we're going to do. I don't know which type of exhaust. They're pretty cool for these Fox bodies. I know they're pretty nice with those little kind of like straight type of exhaust tips, the chrome ones. They look pretty nice as well. But yeah. Also, of course, roll cage, all that stuff. Mostly that's gonna be taken off, and mostly it's gonna be a bunch of interior stuff that be playing off as well. And mostly, of course, this car will not be here. It will be mostly in a different shop that does the engine, all the connections, electrician, all that stuff will be gone. And after that, we'll be back here, and mostly we're gonna respray everything back as black, which was the original color, back into the original, back to the original color, get everything set up, and yeah, to make this car looking freaking cool as well. So that's gonna be more coming up throughout this week as well, other things as well. So that side was the driver, this is the passenger side. So I'm very excited. This car had been here for about like 6 years, 7 years under this lift. So hopefully we get some other things to show. All right, another car. This Nissan Altima had a big impact on the front end. So pretty much what we did, me and my uncle, we just took out the whole front core support or rear support of the Nissan Altima. The good thing is the engine wasn't hit. Everything was sorted well and served good. And I believe the whole front end looks pretty straight. This was the only picture I took. This was today because we're about to close. So mostly, of course, right now at the moment it's in the frame machine. We're just waiting for parts. And yeah, as well, other things as well. The driver's steering wheel, the driver's airbag, of course, came off, so that's gonna be ordered. We just installed the seatbelt tensioner on both sides, of course. One for the driver's side, one for the passenger side, because those were those things exploded. Not exploded, but like now stringy as a guitar, which you can't move. So we had to pre-replace those. But everything is good to go. Good as forward as well. To get a photo. This is the photo of us. It had a big shunt on the radiator condenser and the core support. But luckily, nothing really happened here. Hopefully, nothing happened with these support beams for the headlight. This headlight was cracked. Was broken. This one was actually pretty fine. There was little tabs that were broken, but they can be glued easy. So everything went off to that side, but also many more to come for that car as well. So just right now in a frame machine waiting for parts as well. So this one, last but not least, not the demo, last but not least, another respray. So this GMC Sierra, or it's a Sierra or Denali, or no, Denali is the package. The Sierra is the model, I believe. A dually truck, a very nice vehicle, very big vehicle. This whole thing is gonna be resprayed. So all as you can see is a bunch of my dad's employees filling up and fixing these dents they have, minor dents that has, and also the gaps on the tailgate, which is another side that I didn't take a picture today. But mostly all this car is going to be resprayed, so the other side is sanded as well. But at the moment, this is going to be primered up, get everything sorted, and be sanded again to see everything will be fine. Also washing up because there's a bunch of the old sandy, all the water and all the stuff that just dried up and just stays there. So mostly we don't want a good wash of it, as well as the front end because there's a bunch of dirt, all the moldings, the front bumper, the grill, the two headlights had to be removed as well. One thing for sure, of course, we are going to remove the tailgate, the rear bumpers, and the front bumper, and the hood as well to make it easier for us because this will barely actually will fit in the spray room. The spray room will basically, it will fit, but mostly it's going to be very tacked, very tight as well. That's why I'm about to lose my voice. So pretty much you will see more of this throughout this week, of course, this week or next week, of course, other videos as well about this car. It's going to be looking good again. Honestly, I'm very excited for this one too to be back. It's back to more shiny, of course. This car had a lot of scratches and a lot of dents and all that stuff. So to make it as good, I just want to see this car looking, nice and shiny again back into it. I think the colors, well, of course, it's color black. So I do want to see what was the color code. I don't know if it's gonna be metallic or just black in easy. But anywho, that's all I want to show you guys throughout today, of course. Not that much, of course. Well, it's already 10 minutes of recording this, but yeah, we're gonna get more videos to go on the Mustang, to the Nissan, to the GMC, to other cars that we have throughout the shop as well, and also another car as well. I did forgot to take a photo, a Lexus, but it was in the spray room, so mostly, of course, I did take those photos at that time. But anywho, hope you guys did like this video. If you guys do, drop a like and subscribe if you guys do. And if you guys like these videos, wait, I messed up. If you guys like these videos, subscribe, drop a like. It'll always be appreciated. If you guys like any of these type of videos, I have more on my channel, of course, throughout these last year and this year as well. So, just want to say that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.